May I come in, sir?
Yeah, Vaibhav, please come.
Good morning, sir.
Good
Good morning,
morning.
sir. Good morning, sir.
Please sit down.
Thank you, sir.
So, Vaibhav, we begin with your brief introduction.
Yes, sir. Sir, my name is VAIBHAV Singh, and I'm from Himachal Pradesh, and I've done most of my schooling from Shimla, and then I've done my graduation from Kirorimal College, University of Delhi, in political science honors. Currently, I'm pursuing masters in economics from Indira Gandhi National Open University.
So, Vaibhav, you come from Himachal Pradesh.
Yes, sir.
Now, looking at the fragility of the ecology, of Himachal Pradesh, uh, do you think that in the economics model of Himachal Pradesh to increase the GDP and ensure more economic development, what kind of changes, in the preferences of sectors, would be required to ensure sustainable economic development?
Yes, the conventional ideas of development like industrialization, they cannot be in tune with the fragile ecology of the state. So we need to focus on sectors that can go along with the ecological conditions like agro-tourism or ecotourism, which can be sustainable, like ideas of high value, low volume tourism. Then we can have ideas like sectors like education, health, because traditionally these have been strongholds of Himachal Pradesh. For example, like in Kerala, they have come up with health tourism. As retreats can be similar retreats like structures can be made in Himachal Pradesh as well. Similarly, with NEP, we have idea of foreign universities setting campuses in India. So Himachal Pradesh can be a good destination because climatically
So,
also.
Abhishek, Vaibhav, tell me, uh, Himachal Pradesh is also the hub for generating hydroelectric power. It
Yes,
is
sir.
one of the biggest suppliers to the entire country.
Yes, sir.
Now, do these hydroelectric projects also pose a threat to the ecology?
Yes, sir. As we have seen from the experience of Uttarakhand, there are challenges that emerge from hydroelectric projects like seismicity that can be induced due to reservoirs and fragile landscapes can cause landslides, etc. So, in that sense, a, there has to be a moderation in kind of projects that we pursue. Currently, we have a potential of 27,000 megawatts. Out of that, we have only capitalized around 10,000 megawatts. So we have to take measured steps and maybe more run-of-the-mill river schemes rather than reservoir-based projects. They can be more favorable, like short check dam structures.
All right. Vaibhav, you have done political science also, and you have taken optional.
Yes, sir.
Uh, of late, with the incidents that we see, the cooperative federalism is changing into confrontationist federalism. Now, is it just a matter of coincidence, or is it a deliberate attempt on with the political overtones, with both parties responsible? Can you just throw some light on some of the developments which have happened mostly with the opposition states, opposition rule states?
Yes, sir. So one of the primary headlines in today's newspaper as well is from Tamil Nadu, where they have said that they would not be implementing the national education policy because they say it as a threat to their idea of uh, Hindi imposition, that as they say it. Similarly, we have challenges like the new UGC regulations on appointments of vice chancellors, and similar problems occur with the devolutions from finance commission because there are challenges with the southern states. Now, to talk about confrontation, I believe in any setup that is based on collaboration, as a federal setup should be, there should be space for confrontation, but that should not turn into conflict. So there has to be dialogue and deliberation. So I think that is a part of when we take up the federal structure. So that has to be a part of it. But then it has not. It should not turn into conflict based on politics. That is my opinion.
How do you think this budget? Everyone is praising this budget. How do you think this budget will actually stimulate growth? Because we need growth now, and the effects of the budget announcements will come sometime in March 2026, when the whole year has ended, when capital expenditures have been made, where when the income tax slabs have given their benefits, people will get surplus and then they spend money. So what will happen over the next 1.5 years?
So the growth estimate the budget also posits is around 6.8%. So they are going with this assumption that even with the changes that they have made in the budgets, the results would not come as very immediately. But then along with the budget, we saw RBI cutting the policy rates by 0.25 basis points. So there are expectations that it would put more disposable income in the hands of people. Hopefully, we would see the revival by the next financial year.
My last question to you, Vaibhav, is as I see you are following new developments in quantum physics.
Yes, sir.
So what is this God chip? Microsoft's God chip?
The Majorna one chip
Correct.
that they have come up with.
Correct.
Yes, sir. It is a quantum computing chip, which is different from other quantum computing chips because it uses Majorna fermions, which were earlier only theorized and not seen to exist. But now these fermions instead of they use fermions instead of electrons. So this helps the chip to store the data in a more global manner rather than localized electron positions. So there is a reduced chances of quantum noise disturbing the information. So there is a less chance of errors in the calculations. So it would make the computers more usable in a very
Is it
less
just
period of
not
time.
just usable or is it very fast also?
Yes, sir. The fast aspect of it is there in quantum computing, but then in quantum computing, errors also creep in. So there has to be a practical utility for it to work.
And are they using semiconductors?
Yes, sir. In the Meona one, they are using iridium arsenide, a
They
semiconductor.
have called it not semiconductor. There's another word they have.
Topological semiconductor. Yes, sir.
Topoconductors. Thank you, Vaibhav. I pass on to our member.
Vaibhav, your optional is PSIR.
Yes, sir.
Now, if you could tell me the current administration in USA, in which sectors, what are the sectors where India can get some benefits out of this current administration?
Sir, as the recent visit of the Prime Minister to US showed that there were collaborations on supply of defense equipment. They have offered F-35s and also the missile systems to India. Additionally, while the earlier Biden administration came up with a three-tiered structure for the distribution of graphical processing units, we might see a greater cooperation in that. Trump administration might be more favorable in that sense. And then electric vehicles and satellite communication, because Elon Musk is very influential in that administration. So we can see collaborations and small modular reactors, nuclear reactors.
But how you will balance this positive scenario with this tariff issue?
Yes, sir. A tariff issue is there because Mr. Trump wants reciprocity in trades. So one of the idea that has come up in recent times is that we can balance out some of the deficit in trade by increasing the petroleum and natural gas imports from United States.
Okay.
So there is a target of increasing those imports. So that might help bridge the deficit. Additionally, India has shown willingness to reduce tariffs because we reduced the import duties on electric vehicles to 15% recently. So we might see greater progress on that plan.
Okay. I was reading a news item.
Yes, sir.
The farmers in Kinnaur, they were transporting ice from the higher reaches in mini trucks. Have you read about it?
No, sir, I have not come across this news.
They had employed mini trucks, Kinnaur farmers, apple growers, They were bringing ice from the higher reaches and putting those ice things around the
Apple.
stem of the apple tree.
Yes, sir.
Why such type of precarious condition is happening in Himachal Pradesh?
So last year was particularly tough because even at a global scale, due to El Nino conditions, La Nina set in a very late in December only. So there was a reduced snowfall and then temperatures were high. So apple needs cooling temperatures because that is how the fruit forms. So that is why these measures were taken.
Can anything be done on this? No, locally.
Sir, what can be done is that we should focus more on research and development of apple varieties that are more resilient, because we will have to adapt, because these things.
But the apple varieties, Vaibhav, which are resilient, you are talking definitely of the Italian varieties or Iranian varieties or American varieties, I think.
Yes, sir.
The people, they have started destroying the oak forest in the Himachal Pradesh. In the upper reaches, you
Yes,
get
sir.
oak forest. They are clearing the oak forest and planting the trees over there, apple trees over there. Do you think ecologically it is a good thing to do?
Sir, I would not suggest that issue was of encroachment over forest lands.
Ah,
So the planting of foreign imported plants is
Yeah.
already being done, but that is being done in their own farmlands. So they are separate, and that issue of encroachment is
but
different.
the orchards which are in the upper reaches of the Himachal Pradesh,
Yes, sir.
they are also advancing. The apple orchards are advancing in the reaches, you know.
Yes, sir. So few years back, the Himachal Pradesh High Court took up this drastic step of cutting down those encroached apple
So it is
orchards.
taken care of now.
Yes, sir. Now that has reduced drastically.
So now, you know, if I give you a proposal that in Himachal Pradesh, the prospects, the tourism is a traditional tourism in Himachal Pradesh. But if you promote agri-tourism, agro-tourism, if I say, propose to you that, Baba, you promote agro-tourism in Himachal Pradesh. So if you could tell me just in one or two lines how agro-tourism can be promoted in Himachal Pradesh.
So,
I
sir,
think that is a very potential good idea.
Yes, sir. And it also goes along with the sustainability aspect.
So what you will do?
Yes,
What
sir.
you will do? What you will do?
2 weeks ago only, the state government gave permission for homestays in apple orchards.
Homestays in apple, good.
Yes, sir. Similarly, there are ventures that have come up which engage tourists in local horticulture and agriculture. So that gives an idea of tourists the sense of life that is there in Himachal's villages. And
Apple orchard homestays is one thing.
yes, sir.
And second,
Sir, other dimensions of tourism can be explored, like wedding tourism.
no, in this agri-tourism, I am confining myself in the agri-tourism.
Yes,
Any
sir.
any agriculture or floriculture crop?
Floriculture is there, sir. Agriculturally, we are about maize and wheat that is grown.
Floriculture I am talking.
Floriculture, yes, sir. The farmers and horticulture, those who were traditionally practicing these, are exploring floriculture
Okay.
now. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Beba.
Thank you, sir.
Vaibhav,
Yes, sir.
watching YouTube. So let's start with YouTube.
Yes, sir.
Today newspaper is full of government talking of imposing, guidelines and regulations on freedom to expression,
Yes, sir.
especially with respect to content. So why this need? Freedom to expression is our fundamental right. So
Yes,
why
sir.
does government want to interfere in this?
So the idea came up because of the controversy that happened after obscene remarks were made by Ranbir Allabadia in a podcast, in a show on YouTube. So additionally, there have been complaints about vulgar content being broadcast on OTT platforms. So there was this demand for some time. Now, since it has come up more prominently, so government is looking at into regulating the content.
Already there are some sort of guidelines which exist.
Yes, sir. The
So
government.
we need to implement the guideline.
Sir, the already existing guidelines for OTT platforms are for self-moderation at the moment. So if industry bodies fail to perform their duty, then the government would have to step in.
All right. So Vaibhav, this is interesting. Radio programs on Akashvani.
Yes, sir.
Very few people spend their time on Akashvani.
Yes, sir.
So our honorable Prime Minister has started Man Ki Baat,
Yes, sir.
which is and he has taken Akashvani as the source through which he conveys and communicates. Why Akashvani is so? Why he has chosen Akashvani and not Doordarshan for
Yes.
Man Ki Baat?
So even today, there is an episode of Man Ki Baat that would be broadcast. So one of the reasons he took up to radio was because it has a wide reach and it is accessible, cheap, and there is no subscription. So even in regions that are not supplied with electricity regularly, like remote locations, radios with batteries can be operated. So in that sense, it has a greater coverage. And then regional channels on radio of Akashvani, they also translate programs like Man Ki Baat to local languages. So that enhances the approach of the Prime Minister in common masses.
It is the reach,
Yes, sir.
isn't it? It is the reach right up to villages, and they still like listening to radio.
Yes, sir.
So, Vaibhav, talking of quantum physics,
Yes, sir.
who was father of quantum mechanics in India?
Sorry, sir, I am not aware of father of quantum mechanics in India.
Who
But in
started
general,
quantum?
yes, sir. Max Planck is attributed with quantum mechanics as a discipline because he theorized that energy is quantized into packets that is released from the atom.
So, do you think Newton's theory, Einstein's theory Newton's theory of gravity, Einstein's theory of relativity, is that the last word in this concept of gravity?
No, sir, because both the theories of Newton and Einstein are mutually not so congruent. Because Einstein's theory posits it as an interaction of space and time, while Newton considered it as a force. So now there is an attempt of finding a theory of everything. Like there are research going on in string theory and
Yes. So,
quantum
tell
mechanics.
me about string theory.
Sir, I am not exactly aware of the particulars of
No
the theory.
problem. Let's talk of India's national mission on quantum computing.
Sir.
All right. So, what is this mission and how will India benefit in this quantum race?
So, sir, the mission takes up around 6,000 crores in a 10-year timeline to formulate quantum computers and quantum computing capacity within India up to 500 qubits in initial level, then extend it up to 1,000 qubits. So, the idea is that we lagged in computers when they came. So, we do not want to lag in the quantum computing revolution. And the quantum computing mission also includes the ideas of quantum encryption and quantum key distribution. So these can be helpful in military secrets being transported across distance. Additionally, encrypted communication networks being set up for tactical as well as common use. Additionally, uh, weather prediction can be improved with quantum computing. So there is an attempt to have a domestic program in the.
So, you think quantum computing being disruptive in nature in the sense that it may, change many concepts, will also disrupt artificial intelligence concept?
So I think it would be more in tune with artificial intelligence. We can because we can then employ artificial intelligence using quantum computing as a quantum computers as the neural networks. They can be integrated into neural networks of AI. Because recently, as Satya Nadella said that they envision that Microsoft would be interlinking both AI and quantum computing to solve the problems of future, and it would help make them more quantum computers because then atom by atom construction of quantum computing chips can be done. So we need that vast amount of computing power that can only be had with quantum computers and not conventional computers.
So, one last question I want to ask you is on Ukraine Russia war and possibility of some settlement. Do you think Ukraine is in a position to negotiate any deal? What is there for Ukraine to negotiate? And what are traits of negotiation? You can start with that.
Yes, sir. So for a negotiation of both the parties, there has to be leverage on both the sides. But Ukraine seemingly lacks that, as support from the US is also going down. And they are instead seeking the rare earth elements in Ukraine as a payment for the military aid that was given to them. But the European countries are willing to support Ukraine because recently France held a meeting of European countries and they said that they would be willing to take up Ukraine's cause even if US does not. So that can give Ukraine a sense of backing. But I believe Russia's hand is on a higher side.
And what about Ukraine's mineral resources?
Yes, sir. Rare earth elements are.
So, because America is eyeing
Yes, sir.
Ukraine's mineral resources.
Especially with electric vehicles and semiconductors being in vogue and in demand. So rare earths would be the defining items of the future. So in that sense, Ukraine's elements are being vied from all the sides. So US might want a weakened Ukraine to be able to extract those.
Thank you. Well, I can see you won essay writing competition, which was about the topic was feminist economics.
Yes, sir.
Uh, According to you, what are the key economic barriers which are preventing women's participation in labor workforce?
Yes, sir. As also Claudia Goldin, who won the Nobel Prize in Economics, her research was about women facing barriers in markets. So one of the greatest challenges is the double amount of labor that women has to perform. The family labor largely depends on women. Additionally, with logistics and movement towards office, due to safety concerns, that also reduces the chances. And then she talks about how the curve of employment, it goes up in initial years and then it flattens out and then increases after development. So we see that much of the labor employment of women is due to distress rather than out of the desire to work. So that has to work because those family structures are formed in such a way that their work is not prioritized.
You participated in Model United Nations.
Yes, sir.
What were the key lessons that you had learned from there?
Yes, sir. So one of the key lesson was how to take everyone along with yourself, because ultimately we had to pass a resolution at the end of the session. So one has to convince the delegates there to vote in our favor. So that is one point. Another is the idea of leadership and the ability to formulate thoughts comprehensively and concisely. So those are ideas of persuasion. So those ideas I gathered from MUN.
Do you think United Nations needs structural reforms? If
Yes,
yes,
sir.
what reforms are necessary?
Yes, sir. Certainly, the United Nations, the present structure is an era of from an era that is long bygone, because today is an era of multipolarity, and countries like India have emerged as leaders. India and Brazil and South Africa, for example. African continent, for example, is whole of the continent has no representation in Security Council as a permanent member. So, in that sense, those rigidities in how veto power is distributed, that has to undergo a change. And then we have to restructure the institutions in a sense that, like, US is exiting WHO, UNESCO. So there has to be something for everyone to have to also to have all the partners on board. So we have to work on that.
Okay. Well, fishing dispute is a long-standing issue between India and Sri Lanka, leading to violent clashes, and we have seen the recent, frequent arrest as well. Can you suggest some effective ways to address this dispute?
So technology can be one idea that can be taken up, like geofencing the territorial waters, such that fishermen are aware of their whereabouts, that they are not crossing the international waters. Additionally, we should work on negotiating a treaty wherein there is an exchange of the fishermen caught on each side, and then we should collaborate on conservation of the species and fishing there, so that collaboratively there is no chance of overfishing on both the sides. So because that is a challenge, that is why both the sides are at loggerheads often. So we have to work on collective conservation efforts.
You were associated with Help is India.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you participated in some contest.
Yes, sir.
In rapidly developing economy like India, how can we balance economic growth, keeping in mind the needs of elderly population?
Yes, sir. In fact, with the demographic transition lined in such a way, after 2050, much of our population would be growing older. So in that sense, we will have to take up with the old age care as early as possible, because we are seeing countries like Japan and South Korea struggling with it. So in that sense, elderly care has to be institutionalized. We had the Ayushman Bharat Yojana being extended up to 70 years. So in that sense, those programs can also be expanded to include daycare facilities, because it is only inpatient facilities that are covered. Similarly, elderly living arenas, not only in terms of old age homes, but also in terms of how real estate is developed, because we need cities to develop in such a way that mobility is not a challenge. Additionally, those services are easily available to the elderly. So, because much of the younger population is shifting out and migration is a challenge. So, in that sense, community policing can be an aspect of it. So, to involve the society in elderly care.
Okay, thank you. That's all I wanted to ask.
Thank you, sir.
Weber, you
Yes,
have
sir.
worked on United Nations,
Yes, sir. Model.
some model United Nations.
Yes, sir.
Now, let me take you to the role of United Nations uh, in the global wars. We haven't seen any intervention or anything being spoken about the wars which are going on. Wars are being bilaterally decided, and not even decided. I mean, even Ukraine has not been taken into confidence, in deciding this. Now, what do you think has gone wrong with UN?
Yes, sir. Sir, since UN is a creation of the states need to respect their own creation. Because, like, for example, we saw Antonio Guterres being declared a persona non grata by Israel. So, there is no wavelength that is being allowed by countries for UN to intervene and then facilitate peace. We saw UN successfully setting up tribunals like in Rwanda when Hutus and Tutsis were in a conflict. But now that the conflict has expanded to Congo, we do not see much of the.
So, does it mean that India has been eyeing the permanent membership of Security Council? So, there is no point in making efforts to become permanent member of security when it doesn't have any influencing powers.
Sir, since the one of the reason why it does not have an influencing powers is because it is not representative. So one of the idea is that by fulfilling India, by including India in UNSC and also countries from African continent and Latin America, we have to expand its effectiveness as well as acceptability. So that is how we make it effective.
All right. So, Vaibhav, anything from your DAV which we may not have touched?
I think, sir, all the aspects
If you
have been
want, I
covered.
can ask one last question.
I think, sir, all the aspects have been comprehensively
Everything is
covered.
done?
Yes, sir.
Right. So, thank you, Vaibhav. We are over with the interview. You will proceed to the next room for a while.
Yes, sir.
We'll call you again.
Thank you, sir.
Please sit down.
Thank you, sir.
So, Vaibhav, how did you perform
Sir,
today?
I think it was good, sir.
Huh?
I think, sir, it was fairly good.
It was failing.
Yes, sir.
Chalo, I think you were true to yourself and not very conservative also. So, Vaibhav, you are excellent. You were very good. You have done exceedingly well. And when we say excellent, we compare you with, all the people who keep coming here, and we compare because there also the comparison matters a lot, right? So you're bright, you're intelligent, you are very well conversant with everything, not just in your covering your DAF areas, but also otherwise. You're very deep in whichever subject we touched. Good content, to the point, good communication. I'll just guide you on 2-3 things.
Yes, sir.
But overall, you are an all-rounder. Just keep it up. You are young. This is your first attempt.
Yes.
Vaibhav,
Yes, sir.
खींच डालो. तुम IAS में नहीं आओगे बल्कि काफी ऊपर आ जाओगे. All
Thank
right.
you, sir.
Now, 2-3 things which I noted.
Yes, sir.
Your sitting posture needs a little improvement. If you can just keep the board niche, I will just guide you how to do it. Yes, go back as much. Yes, sit straight. Absolutely. No. The way you were putting your hand,
Like this.
one above the other. Make it rest it on your, on your body.
Yes, sir.
You need not hang it in the air. Otherwise, इतनी देर तक ना आपका blood circulation
Yes, sir.
problem हो जाएगी. So, and sit upright.
Yes.
You were leaning forward,
Yes, sir. I also observed in the interview.
a little
Yes, sir.
bending, and you were little on the edge also. थोड़ा सा बिल्कुल पीछे तक नहीं था. तो इसको follow करो, ठीक है? और इसकी habit बनाओ. ये भी हो सकता है कि माइंड में पता है आपको कि ऐसा मुझे करना चाहिए था, लेकिन वहाँ जाके ना हो, बिकॉज हैबिट्स ओवर रूल योर रीजनिंग एंड लॉजिक एट
Yes, sir.
टाइम्स. दैट इज नंबर वन. नंबर टू, आप कहीं कहीं हैंड मूवमेंट्स कर रहे थे वैभव,
Yes, sir.
है, थोड़ा सा ही किया तुमने, उसको अवॉइड करो. वो भी इसलिए हो रहा था कि तुम आगे लीन कर रहे थे. जैसे आदमी आगे आके ना थोड़ा सा, और फिर देखो भाई ऐसा 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 करते. यू डोंट हैव एनी प्रायर एक्सपीरियंस, बट एग्जीक्यूटिव जनरली ऐसे करते. आपने कभी नौकरी की नहीं इसलिए मैं ये नहीं कह सकता, बट वो लड़के आपस में जब बात करते हैं ना, तो वो अरे भाई ये तो तुम यंग हो, अभी कॉलेज से सीधे आ रहे हो, तो इसको थोड़ा अवॉइड करो.
Actually, sir, I in another mock interview, I was suggested to do a bit of hand movements. So, like,
So you have done it deliberately.
I did it deliberately, but I limited it also. Like, it should not be exceeding.
So that's what I said. You
Yes,
did
sir.
limited way in limited manner, but I would not, we would not prescribe, है ना.
Yes, sir.
तो अच्छी बात पता है क्या होगी, जब 2-3 एकेडमीज कुछ अलग अलग चीज़ें कहें,
Yes,
है
sir.
ना, तो उसका बेस्ट इलाज पता है क्या है. आप जो इंटरव्यूज़ ब्राइट बच्चे दे चुके हैं,
Yes, sir.
उनके इंटरव्यूज़ तमाम आजकल मिलते रहते हैं. चहल में भी पिछले 3 साल के टॉपर्स आए हुए हैं.
Yes, sir.
यू कैन सी देयर फोटोग्राफ्स ऑन, यू नो, व्हेन यू गो बैक. और तीनों इस कुर्सी पे बैठ के गए हैं.
Yes, sir.
उनके इंटरव्यू भी पड़े होंगे एकेडमी वाले उस पे, वेबसाइट पे. जस्ट सी हाउ मच हैंड्स दे वर मूविंग.
Yes, sir.
सो उस पे रिलाई करो, हम पे रिलाई मत करो, उन पे दूसरी एकेडमी पे रिलाई मत करो. ठीक है.
Yes, sir.
डू व्हाट योर कॉन्शियंस से आफ्टर टेकिंग ऑल द इनपुट्स.
Yes, sir.
दैट इज वन. थिर्डली, थोड़ा सा आप फास्ट बोलते हो. अगर वो नेचुरली फास्ट बोल रहे हो तब तो इट इज़ ओके. और अगर आपको ये कहा गया है कि थोड़ा तेज़ बोलो और फिर तेज़ बोल रहे हो, विच इज़ अगेंस्ट द नेचुरल वे, तो आप थोड़ा सा उसको स्लो डाउन कर सकते हो. ऑलराइट.
Yes, sir.
These are 2-3 things which we thought will make you, will enrich you more.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. So let's hear other members.
Vaibhav,
Yes,
you are
sir.
excellent candidate.
Thank
You have answered my questions in my sections very, very good. Very effective answers, very good answers. Okay? You've done very well. Now, 2 or 3 focus area for you.
Yes, sir.
Number 1, you should study the glaciers, problems of glaciers. There is a center in Himachal Pradesh by the name Himans. Okay?
Yes,
the
sir.
Glacier Center. So that has been established. So study about glacier, one thing. Second is the problems of rivers, especially river bias, pollution and less water. What can be done? Think about it.
Yes, sir.
Number 3, Indus Water Treaty in detail. That is again for you.
Yes, sir.
Number 4, the exotic farming species, including apple species, how they are affecting the local farming. Okay.
Yes,
so
sir.
these are the something which you must, and then your national parks and sanctuaries, etc. over there, right?
Yes, sir.
So that is again a very important area for you. Plus the land subsidence, in Darjeeling, no, what is that? Simla.
Yes, sir.
Land is subsiding, you know,
Yes, sir.
in Simla and
Yes, sir.
other areas. So geological factors and the anthropogenic factors.
Mm-hmm.
What can be done? What are the remedies? Okay.
Yes, sir.
And economy of the Himachal, how it can be improved. Agri-tourism is one of the most important area.
Yes, sir.
ट्यूलिप्स होते हैं, ट्यूलिप्स आपके यहाँ बहुत, ट्यूलिप्स के साथ भी एग्रीकल्चर टूरिज्म किया जा सकता है. ठीक है, फ्लोरिकल्चर में.
Yes,
तो
sir.
दीज आर एरियाज. और कुछ आपके कंट्रोवर्शियल भी क्वेश्चन अगर आएंगे तो उसको बैलेंस आप जवाब दीजिएगा. जैसे देवभूमि में वो ये सब मजार और वो सब मस्जिद वगैरह हटा रहे हैं ना, सब कर रहे हैं, तो
Yes,
डोंट टेक साइड ऑफ गवर्नमेंट, डोंट टेक साइड ऑफ द पीपल, हैव अ बैलेंस व्यू एज पर रूल ऑफ लॉ.
Yes, sir. Because उस केस में वो सेटल भी हो गया था कि
सेटल रूल ऑफ लॉ आप बोलिए, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन एंड रूल ऑफ लॉ विल प्रिवेल. आप यही बताइएगा हर जगह. ठीक है, उसमें
Yes, sir.
कोई गवर्नमेंट या किसी के खिलाफ या फेवर में जाने की जरूरत नहीं होनी चाहिए. ओके,
Yes, sir.
दीज आर द एरिया. which I wanted to tell you. And ecological issues of Himachal Pradesh is a very important, which may come up.
Yes, sir.
Okay, economy, debt of Himachal Pradesh.
Yes, sir.
1 लाख करोड़ से ज्यादा का डेट है आपके यहाँ.
Yes, sir.
तो डेट को कैसे दूर करोगे? आपके तो छोटा सा प्रदेश है ना.
Yes, sir.
तो दैट इज अगेन अ वेरी, उस पर भी कुछ क्या क्या हो सकता है, व्हाट आर सम गुड आइडियाज डेट को वो करने के लिए. तो दीज आर सम एरियाज, वो आप करिए. प्लस लोकल, लास्टली जो आपका जो ट्रेडिशनल थिंग्स है, कल्चर, ट्रेडिशनल कल्चर है ना, जैसे आपको
Yes,
माता
sir.
जी का वो भी टूरिज्म में आ सकता है, जो डोला जाता है ना वहाँ पे मनाली वगैरह में से
Yes,
एक,
sir.
हाँ
शिवरात्रि है.
हाँ शिवरात्रि में एक वो उसे टूरिज्म में आप जा
दशहरा.
सकते हैं. प्लस जो लोकल आपके जो वो हैं खाने पीने की चीजें हैं ना लोकल,
Yes, sir.
जैसे गुरांस का फूल है, उसका रस वस है, ऑल सस्ते होते हैं.
Yes, sir.
तो एक इन ये कुछ एरियाज है जहाँ आप पढ़िए, आप
Yes,
बहुत
sir.
अच्छा करोगे. इस पर फोकस कीजिए आप,
Thank
और
you, sir.
अपना रेगुलर अपना पढ़ते रहिए जो भी है करंट अफेयर्स है.
Yes, sir.
टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया जरूर पढ़ना डेली,
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, डिटेल में पढ़ना टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया. यू आर अ वेरी ब्राइट कैंडिडेट, ऑल द बेस्ट.
Thank you, sir.
So Vaibhav,
Yes, sir.
very good candidate, very good communication, good knowledge, good content. 3-4 चीज़ें नोट कर लो तुम,
Yes, sir.
जो फादर ऑफ क्वांटम कंप्यूटिंग इन इंडिया.
Yes, sir.
1924, 1924, first paper was written by S.N. Bose. All right, he was from National Center for Basic Sciences,
Yes.
Kolkata.
Bose, Einstein, and
So first
statistics
paper
also.
he wrote. Then major contribution was made by Grover algorithm in quantum computing, 1996. All right, and National Computing Mission, we are already late by almost 10 years, so we need to work very hard. Newton, Einstein, theory of everything. There are many names to theory of everything.
Yes, sir.
उसको भी देख लें. It is called by several names, including theory of everything.
Yes, sir.
Then negotiations, traits of negotiations, and what Ukraine has got to offer. Ukraine has lost 20% of its land. Ukraine is now looking for support. It doesn't have arms and ammunition. So basically, this is not a stage where they can negotiate from the position of strength.
Yes, sir.
And Ukraine has already refused, parting with the mineral resources to US. We said no. I don't know how long that will remain. So that is it. So negotiation के बारे में थोड़ा सा पढ़ लेना. और quantum computing is disruptive. Yes, it will disrupt as and when it comes.
Yes, sir.
And with quantum will come prime numbers. Will it penetrate
Encryption. Yes, sir.
into cryptology of prime?
Yes, sir.
So present day computers will be hacked by quantum
Yes, sir.
without any problem. So that those will be threats. So see quantum computing era में threats क्या होंगे?
Threats.
ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
So that's it. Wish you all the best. You are doing very
Thank you,
well.
sir.
Well, I have the same opinion. Your knowledge base is quite diverse, extensive. Your replies were well articulated and properly structured. Certainly, you will do really well. I wish you all the best.
Thank you, sir.
Vaibhav, any questions?
Sir, like regarding the sir, like last question, like should I ask for something else to be asked?
It's always good. You should have 2-3 topics in your mind which are directly or indirectly related to your diet. For example, sir asked me something about horticulture in Himachal Pradesh. Or maybe any new agriculture system, maybe terrace cultivation if there is any in Himachal Pradesh, or whatever. You can pick up anything on international relations also. Israel-Palestinian issue, but take up, propose a very good solid topic.
Yes, sir.
India's economy. Not one of those ki sir asked me about my पैशन फॉर बैडमिंटन, क्या उसमें क्वेश्चन निकलेगा? उसका स्टेट ऑफ माइंड भी पता लगता है कि आप अपने पे ही, यू आर फोकसिंग ऑन योर सेल्फ, यू मस्ट फोकस ऑन सम बिगर इशू। ऑलराइट, कोई प्रोजेक्ट आपने किया हो, वो कोई पब्लिक वेलफेयर से रिलेटेड हो, रूरल डेवलपमेंट से रिलेटेड हो, एनीथिंग, क्वांटम फिजिक्स पे कुछ किया हो आपने, है ना, ऐसा कुछ बताओ सर। आस्क मी मोर अबाउट द यूज ऑफ क्वांटम कंप्यूटिंग इन इंडिया, you know, which areas it can be applied to. I'm just giving you examples.
Yes, sir.
It's always good, but you should be good in that. For people like you, it should not be a problem. वो जो डरते हैं कि पता नहीं क्या आ जाए, अच्छा खासा निकल रहा है, क्यों अपने लास्ट बदमज़गी करो, वो थोड़ा सा डरते हैं। बट कुछ भी नहीं समझ में आए तो इसी सेइंग नो इज़ न्यूट्रल, ना कोई मार्क्स कटे ना मार्क्स मिले, है ना। सेइंग यस में मार्क्स मिल सकते हैं। गॉट इट?
Yes, sir.
सो वी हैव गिवन यू 73% वैभव today. You know, you are a 200 plus candidate, certainly. And you can even scale up more. Right? You have the confidence, you have everything in you. Just अपने आप को वो दो, give trust yourself and confide in yourself so much that you will do well. ओवर कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं। 8 अप्रैल को है आपका
Yes, sir.
टाइम है। अब दोस्त यारों के साथ खेलने कूदने मत लग जाना, टच में रहना,
Yes, sir.
ठीक है। सो एनी अदर थिंग, एनी अदर क्वेश्चन?
No, sir. Yes, sir.
ऑल द बेस्ट टू यू, you will do well.
Sir.